Hey, the Never World. You are welcome. So the one thing that I didn't say about semicolons, well, I kind of did, but it's good to have a mistake that reveals why semicolons are needed, but it's hard to contrive one. I do want to just give you a quick idea of what that's like. So let me show you one of the exceptions to the rule. Let's say that you have some sort of expression. So let x equals, and then this is going to be a little bit tough, but we'll do 4 times 2 plus 2. This is a valid expression. Now, if we go to the next line, and it's hard to say the reason that you'd want to do this, but let's say that we're going to create an anonymous function on the next line. So not something that's super common to do, but something that's valid. So on the next line, we're going to create an anonymous function. We're going to take in x, and then we're going to, I don't know, again, it's contrived, so I apologize. Contrived examples are always difficult to follow, but this is valid JavaScript. It's valid to say, let 4 times 2 plus 2, that's perfectly valid. And it's valid to have an anonymous function that takes in a variable from above and then does something with it in a closure. Let's say that, here's a reason that we might want to do this. So say you're going to have a set timeout. Let's say we're going to do that for 1,000 seconds. So sometimes you might want to use an anonymous function like this so that, especially in the old days, so you could put something in a set timeout. So this is valid JavaScript until I hit save, and then Prettier is going to show us our mistake. Now look what happened. That is why you should use semicolons. Now, granted, if you're using all the linting tools and Prettier and all that, when you make this kind of mistake, it's going to become very apparent. And depending on which linting tool you're using, it might actually say, well, wait a minute, it would make more sense to put a semicolon here, and it might put the semicolon there for you. Now, if you're getting your code rewritten, then you're probably going to notice, wait a minute, this doesn't look quite right. But if you don't have your tooling set up properly, there's just situations where something that seems benign, so let's go back to what this was, perfectly valid JavaScript, we're going to do something with math, and so we put parentheses towards the end. We're going to do something with an anonymous function. This isn't the kind of situation that it would come up in, but this is of the type of situation that it comes up in. And then if it actually runs, the way that it runs is like this, where it tries to treat 2 plus 2 as a function and then call this function on it. It's weird. Anyway, that's a demonstration of why semicolons are necessary. And there's 2 or 3 other situations that are similar to this, where the same kind of thing will happen, where if you don't have a semicolon, because let's back up, just to be clear, put our semicolon there, boom. Does what we want it to do. But there's a few situations like that.